Okay. First of all, what I will say is that we already have a repository, which is the Rich Homes automation. Let's say, for example, we want to start from scratch. What I mean is that we want to have a new repository from scratch so that everybody can see how it's done. It's either we delete this one, we can delete this one, then we can now create a new one. So if you go to, let's say, hold on, let me look for where you can delete it. Repos. Okay. Now, you can see Rich Homes and you can see plus sign under the Azure DevOps. Yes, click on the plus sign. Now, you need to fix this issue. It's from your end, Adetunji. Yeah.
I've clicked on it. It's showing new pull request, new repository, new work item, bug.
Yes. So if you click on new repository, so, okay, I want us to delete this one. Okay, I will look at this one later. Now, this is how to create a new repository. Don't worry about Rich Homes. I'll look for the functionality to click on so that we can delete it. There is a place that you go to and you'll be able to delete this particular repository. But now, let's create a new one. Click on it again. Let's create a new one. New repository. That's how to create. That is how to start. We give it a name. Let's call it Rich Homes. But this time, you make the H capital letter so that it is different, so that we can look for the other one and delete it, and it's not confusing. Yes. Rich Homes automation UI. You can call it automation or automation. Yeah, automation. Okay. Okay.
Great.
So wait, before you click on create, we have also had a readme, and in the add a git ignore, you want to add a git ignore as well, because you don't want some things, you want it to be hidden from your from repo like this, because people are going to be logging in with their username and password, and you don't want some credentials to be open. That's why we had the git ignore as well, so that it can ignore some things that is not necessary for us. So if you click on the drop down, you can see we have lots. Let's scroll down and let's look for, if you can see Visual Studio, and let's select Visual Studio. You need to go to the bottom. Correct. Yes, Visual Studio. Select Visual Studio to ignore from Visual Studio. Yep. Now click on Create. So this is a new one. It's different from the one you showed me before. But the other one you showed me before, I will tell you, I'll look for the functionality to click on so we can delete it.
Okay.
So now this is a new one. This is now our repo. Now you have a repo now from a project. If you are starting a project from the beginning, let's say you are the only tester, and the company is saying that we need to start automation. This is what you will first of all do. Ask them which they must have added it to Azure. Let's say they are using Azure, which is very, very good. You know that. Yeah. Please be muted if you are not passing any message to us. Yes. So this is what you will do. First of all, create a repository. Now, what you now need to do next is to clone, because whatever you have done here, you still don't have it. You need to clone it. Now go to clone, click on clone. Now copy the URL. Open your file explorer. Open your file explorer. Let's see, bring it forward. Adetunji,
Can you see my screen?
we can't see your file explorer. You need
Okay, let
to,
me share entire screen then.
please.
Okay. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, now showing. Let's
Okay.
go to your C drive.
I'm on the C drive now.
Okay, now from this C drive, let's create a folder. Add new folder. Really? Adetunji? Okay, yeah. Give it any name. What you just click on, you can also click on it at the top, which is the plus sign that has new.
Yeah, the menu is covering, so I just saw it now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's fine. You can call it Rich Homes Project. No, you don't have to put it's yours. This particular folder is yours. It has
Because
nothing to do
I
with it.
got one there already. Used Rich Homes Automation Project.
No, that one is fine. This one
Okay.
is not going to clash. Yeah. We
Okay.
will remove that one later. Yeah. Don't put a space.
Okay.
No. Yeah, you can stop. You can put project if you want, that's fine, but don't put any space.
All right. Okay.
Okay, double click to go inside. Now right click from here. If you right click, now show more properties. Let's see more properties that you have. Show more option or something like that. Git bash here. Click on Git bash here. Git bash, not UI. Git bash here. Yep. Yeah, you can see at the top, it's not saying that it's in the C drive, it's in your folder because that is where you want to have your repository. So now put git space clone space, then you right click and paste whatever you clone. No, you don't leave whatever you are doing there. You are still inside the command git bash.
Yeah.
Go to the git bash. Be careful how you move your mouse around because this is recorded so that they can see everything happening. Yeah. Now right click from here. Now paste. Now press enter. This is your repository. You have not cloned the project, which we are going to do now. Press enter. Yes. Okay. Git status. Git status or status or whatever it's called. Press enter. No Git repository or blah, 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 dot Git, blah, blah, blah. So now minimize it. Minimize it. Minimize, minimize. Now, let's go to your file explorer again.
Yeah, this file is right. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see. So can you see that you now have your repository now here? So if you double
Yes.
click on it, you will see the git ignore inside. Can you see?
Yes.
So now this is your repository that you have. Everybody is going to clone it at the end when we finish, but you are the one that is doing it. So if you join a project on your new team, this is exactly how you will do it. It's not different, except that if there are some little bit of different, you can now speak to your line manager and say that this is how it has always been done. Is there anything that I'm missing that I need to tell me, that I need to change? The person can now say, oh, we do it like this here. And you know that you've done your own part to try to create a project from scratch from them, to do a framework from scratch, sorry. Now this is done. Now, what I want you to do, because we are doing it from scratch, we will now create a project from scratch. Don't worry about what you've done about terms and conditions. That can be transferred later. So now let's go to Visual Studio and let us now create a project, because if you are the only tester in your team, you know the project you are working on, you just joined the company and they said, oh, we want a framework, we want to start doing automation. The first thing you do is what I've just done. You create a repository. Ask them, can we use this for our repository, especially if you're using Azure? Now you've done that, you need to open your C drive and do it just as I've done. You now need to create a project, which is you already download Visual Studio. You know the process from creating automation from scratch. You know the process of downloading Visual Studio, integrating spec flow. You need to do that as well, because you need to ask them, how do you want me to download Visual Studio? Like in my own company now, you cannot go to Google if you just join us and just type Visual Studio 2022 and you think you can install it. No, you need to have a portal. So any installation that is done in my company, I go to the portal and go and look for the software I'm looking for, whether it's Git Bash, whether it's GitHub Desktop, whether it's anything to do with what I'm testing. I just go there. They already have everything there. I just click on download, and with security and password, I get it downloaded. But in your company, if you are the only QA, you need to ask them, because some of them don't know, and tell them that you need to have Visual Studio. So they can tell you, oh, for our Visual Studio, you need to raise a ticket. When you raise a ticket, they attend to you. Before you know it, they get back to you. Every company will always get back to you. They might tell you to raise a ticket to have Visual Studio. Then when you now get the Visual Studio, please try to integrate spec flow, the step 2. So when you install the Visual Studio, go to the workload, select .NET Desktop Development. When you select it, you can now continue with downloading while installing. After that one is done, launch your Visual Studio, because it will still not tell you to restart. Integrate your spec flow. That would be the second thing to do. When you integrate your spec flow, make sure that you see that installer on the screen. When you see the installer, meaning that your installation should be complete. If you install 2022, when you start from spec flow, it will suggest some things for you. Try to read whatever suggestion you have suggested. If you think you can install it, install it. That is 2022. But with 2019, when you search for spec flow, you will only see spec flow. You will not see any other thing. So install it, and yeah. So when you have done step 2 and step 1, this is now step 3. The step 3 is what we want to do right now. Now, the step 3 is now we want to create a project. We already know that the project we are working on is, let's give it a name, Ritz Homes. So when you join the team, they call their project a name. That is the name you will now use here. That is what we want to do right now. Now, Adetunji, yeah, you selected spec flow. So it's either you are using spec flow at your work or you are using NUnit. So if you're using NUnit, that means you are the one initiating it for them to say that we can have a framework on NUnit, or you can have spec run spec flow. So if you decided to use spec run spec flow, that is when you select spec flow project from here. So now it's selected. Now let's go to next. Adetunji. So here, give it a name. That will be the name of the project that you are working on in your own company. So in Adetunji company is Rich Homes. Adetunji put Rich Homes, no space. You can call it Rich Homes Project or Rich Homes Automation or blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. So whatever name you want to call it. Now, you know that the location here is Adetunji, user Adetunji source repo. It doesn't matter. We will change it. This will be changed later, and I will show you. So we will leave it as this default because this is not the part that your project will be going on. It's going to go inside where your repository is. So I'm fine with whatever location it is here. So now you create a new solution. That one is fine. And place solution, and yeah, that one. What the last one means is that when you check it, you can only have one solution and one project together. You cannot have two projects in one solution. If you uncheck it, if you did not check the last one at the bottom, it means that you can have 5 projects in one solution. So if your company is a company that will keep bringing different projects, and yeah, that is when, or on your personal device, let me just use personal device. Let's say you want to have Blue Sky, because Mr. Deja suggested this one time, Blue Sky, Citadel, let's say the advanced, Prep Major, Rich Homes, Mentor Skid, Job Skid, they want to have a solution. That is when we don't check the last one. So that means that every of the projects will have one solution, but you will have different projects inside. I think Mr. Deji wanted to do it one time, but we have not started it. But for now, let's just have just one so that it's not confusing. Now, if you click next,
so
yeah,
sorry for that to drag back. So if you want to add like multiple projects,
you will uncheck it.
pick it.
You will uncheck it. You won't place a solution inside. Yeah, you uncheck it.
Oh, you
But
want?
yeah, you won't check it. Yeah. So
Okay.
if you don't check it, that will not, you will, the other project you wanted to add, you will go through this project, but you have to search for that solution so that it will be under it.
Okay.
Because
So
you're, yeah.
so what about when you want to like you pushing stuff into your repos?
No, that one is different. That is another topic. Yeah, that one is another one. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you click next, the next one is to tell you the version, because every project have a version. Your Visual Studio have a version. Your project also have a version. So if you're using .NET desktop development for your Visual Studio, you need to know the version. So in case of interview, and they ask you what version of Visual Studio are you using, you need to be able to tell what version you are using for Visual Studio. You understand? Then this one as well, it's another version which has to do with the project, which they can say, what version of project are you working on, which we can also tell them during interview. So we'll be using .NET 3.1 because .NET 3.1 supports Spectrum plus Runner. And if you click on the drop down for the test framework, so it also supports NUnit, it also supports MS Test, it also supports XUnit. You just have to choose the one that you want to be working on for your project. But we want to work on SpecFlow plus Runner because he has his own Flint and assertion. So Adetunji, if you select NUnit, you see. No, this is XUnit. XUnit also has assertion, NUnit. NUnit also had the Flint assertion. So if you have this NUnit, the difference is that with SpecFlow plus Runner, by default, it will create some folder structure for you. But if you select NUnit, you will be the one to create your own folder. I might be wrong. Maybe it's the other way around. One will create a folder structure for you. One will not. The other one, you have to create it from scratch. So change it back to SpecFlow plus Runner.
So Abimbola, if it's MS Test, you have to download an assertion.
You don't need to download. You don't need to download the assertion. No. MS Test can also use the Flint assertion library as well, which is the should. You know, when you're doing your assertion that you want to use the should be, is true, blah, blah, blah. Those are the Flint. But when you use the NUnit, if you use the NUnit, You don't need to install anything that has to do with NUnit because automatically you will have the package. Then you can now use ASAT. So because with NUnit, you can use ASAT. With SpecFlow, you can't use it. The only time you want to use it, you must install. You go to your Nugget package and install NUnit. So when you now install NUnit, then if you now type the word ASAT, just over on top, it will show you NUnit dot blah, blah, blah. Then now click on it so that you can have the header at the top on that page. That is when you will now have using NUnit, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. At the top of the page. So when you select this one, you now click on create. Okay, so this SpecFlow have created some folder structure for us. The only thing that is not there is the page object folder, which Adetunji needs to do. Adetunji, has it finished? Did he say ready? Is it ready to start working on? So that you can create, you can do the
Yes.
other. Okay, can you create the page object folder? So I know everybody know how to do the folder structure to add to it. Adetunji, if you can talk us through what you are doing, it will be good for anyone that wants to learn as well.
I want
If
to
you
add
want to create, if you want to add a folder, what do you click on?
Yeah, I'll click on the project.
Okay, now do it. Yeah.
Right click.
Yep.
Then add. I'll go to add.
Yeah.
New folder.
Okay. Yep.
Then the name of the folder that I want to add. I want to add a page object.
Yes. No space, Adetunji. No space. Yeah.
Add page object folder now.
Okay. I don't know if it's page objects or page objects. I don't know if you have to add S or no S, but I think you need S there. I might be wrong. Let me check.
Yeah, I can still add it to it.
If you don't need to add it, you can change it later anyway. I
Yeah.
might be wrong. Yeah. Because I don't have my Visual Studio open.
It's added now.
Okay. Now, this is our folder structure. This is another one. So you can add more to it. But for now, we will
Yeah,
leave it as
utilities.
yes, you can do that one later.
Yeah.
And push. We will use that one to push the work to the repo. So don't add it now. So the next thing you need to do when you do this for your company is to talk about Nugget packages. Okay. Some company will buy the Nugget package from Microsoft. You need to speak to your team lead how that can be done. Whether you can install it directly to your Visual Studio or whether they have a repository whereby they have everything that they bought, everything is there. We just need to go there. Like my company, you cannot just come on the board and start installing all your Nugget package yourself. It will not work. You have to use the one that my company have already bought, which has to do with, and we have different one. We have the one for NUnit, we have the one for SpecFlow. You just need to ask the question and try to speak with your team lead. Don't work alone. Speak to your team lead and say, how is it done here? Where I'm coming from? We used to install. Just tell them whatever we do in Gift Rate here. We used to install Nugget package right from the Visual Studio itself. How is it done here? Can I do the same? Because some of this thing is because of security reason. They will not allow you. So that the reason why it's like that, we have contractors. They believe that contractors come, they explore a lot of things, and they just leave at the end of the day. So that is their own belief in my own company. It might be different from Mr. Deji's company or Lady Pat company or anybody's company. So in my own company, they believe contractors come and they explore a lot of things and they take some things away when they are leaving. which contractor can do. You can see their framework and say, this is nice, and take some things. So they now put a more security on it, so that if anything you want to do, it has to pass through them. So that is the thing. So, but we will do our own, like the way we've been doing it in Gift Rate, which you can see at interview. So let's install our Nugget package now.
So to install the Nugget package now, I have to go to the solution, then right click.
Yeah.
Then manage Nugget packages.
Yeah.
For solution.
Yeah.
Then here, I'll go to browse. Then
Yeah.
I'll search for Selenium.
Yeah.
So I'm going to install selenium.webdriver. It's checked already. So I'll check it here. So the tool is checked. Then install. I'll click on install. So okay. So that is install. Then selenium.support.
Yep. You're right.
So then click on install. And okay. Then I need selenium.webdriver. Selenium.chromedriver.
No, WebDriver Chrome. WebDriver.
Okay,
search for it. Yeah,
okay.
WebDriver Chrome driver.
So Abimbola, what's the difference between selenium.chrome.webdriver?
You will now Google it though, because this thing we've said it many times. So call a friend. Let's call a friend. Call a friend though. Olusegun.
Right from worship does have, that is for you can use Selenium for what's it called, for Chrome drivers, for other web browser like Firefox, the Explorer, and the likes.
Okay, is your question answered?
Yeah, I understand, but on that, on right now where it's checking the packages, it's trying to there's Selenium Chrome before WebDriver, but you insisted on him using the WebDriver first. There's Selenium Chrome. You said no. Look for WebDriver.
Okay, I might be wrong. No, I might be wrong. Let's search for Selenium. Remove the dot in front of before your Selenium. There is a dot there. You know where you are searching. You put dot. Yes, Selenium. Yep. Chrome drive dot Chrome. Yes, WebDriver. Yeah.
WebDriver.
Yeah, this was the one that showed up before that he wanted to pick.
Okay.
He said he should pick the one with WebDriver first. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, we also have Selenium.WebDriver Chrome. And we
so for me to install this, I need to check the version of
your
my
Chrome
driver.
Yes. Try open your Chrome. Let's see.
So
I'm still learning too.
I think what you've just selected is for Win32.
Because I know there is Selenium WebDriver.Chrome driver. That is the one I wanted.
So now I'll go to settings. Then about Chrome.
Yep.
So the version that I'm looking for is 110.0.54.
Let it finish updating so that it matches with your Visual Studio. So while it's updating, if you open your Visual Studio, I think it's done now. Yeah, because I don't want you to select this one. I still stand on the selenium.webdriver. Yes, let's go for selenium.webdriver. Yeah. If you put in your search, yes, put dots. No, don't cancel everything or select the other one. Dots.
WebDriver.
Yeah.
This one?
No, it's the third one. Wait. It's the second one. Click on it first.
This one?
Yes.
Selenium.webdriver.
WebDriver, Chrome driver. You must see Chrome driver. I can see Chrome driver in my own. I don't know why you are not seeing Chrome driver.
Oh, under it is saying Selenium Google Chrome.
But that is it now. That is it now. You don't confuse me now. That is it. If you hover on top or put your mouse on it again, Adetunji. Everyone, can you see?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that is what we want to install. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it. It's just that maybe minimize your test explorer so that some things can be shown, because it looks like the middle part is struggling to expand. Okay, you know how you can do it. You know your test explorer, unpin it, or you close it. Your test explorer, close your test explorer. You will put it back. Just close the X. Yes. Can you see it now?
Yes.
So that is the one
it's
I
better
wanted.
Now.
Exactly. So that is the one I wanted you to install, not the other one. Yeah.
I think the latest version is this.
Yes, now install it. Yes, not the other way around. Yeah, Selenium WebDriver, Chrome driver. Yeah.
Install.
Yes, please. Yeah. Those are the 3 Nugget packages you need if you're using Spec Run plus Runner. Spec Flow plus Runner.
Sorry, Abimbola, a quick one.
Yes. Yeah.
Another reason why you need to choose is that the previous one, I think, is for Win32 only. The other important is that this one does not make the source repository to be too fat. I mean, too bulky.
Okay. I'm learning new thing from you.
No,
yeah.
You've once said that in one of your videos.
Yes. Because this is the Nugget package you will install, because it's a web driver, and you need Selenium to be able to help, because Selenium is an open free source that supports us to use automation as well. So, and if you're installing anything that has to do with Chrome, which has to do with Nugget package, it's selenium.webdriver.chrome driver, not the other way around. Yeah. So the other way around, maybe Mr. Deji can have something to say and say that, yeah, it's fine, you can install it. But for me, I will say that you should go with this one. And we can Google it later and say, what's the difference between, you put the first one, you put the second one, and yeah. And we can discuss about it maybe next week. Yeah.
So for internet, sorry, Abimbola.
Yeah.
I have one question. The next one under it is for Internet Explorer.
Exactly. Exactly. You get the point now. So if you want Firefox, you need to install the one for Firefox. That means you'll be running your test on Firefox. If you want Microsoft Edge, it has to be selenium.webdriver. The Firefox, I think, is Gecko, if I'm right.
Yeah, it's
the
Gecko.
Gecko, yes.
Yeah, Gecko.
For Edge, it has to be Edge. It will say something about Edge.
For Safari?
Safari, I don't know. I can check what Safari is, but for Internet Explorer is IE driver. Of course, you don't want to use Safari. Are you using Mac?
No,
if
I'm just asking. I'm not.
Yeah.
Just asking.
Okay. Yes, for Safari, there will be a name for Safari as well. Maybe it's called Safari. I might be. If you go down, you might see anyone for Safari, but because of time, we might have to move.
Gecko is down.
Yeah, but we are not installing the Nugget package for Gecko because we are running our tests on Chrome. Yes. But if you want to be running your tests on both Chrome and Firefox at the same time, so what it means that anything you have in your test, in your feature file, will now be 2. It will be 2 in your test explorer, but it's the same one test. One is going to run on Chrome. The other one is, when it finishes running on Chrome, it picks the other one and run it on Firefox. So it means that in your company, if you're doing e-commerce, that where you're testing on Chrome, you're testing on Microsoft Edge, you're testing on Internet Explorer, you need to make sure that your automation is tagged to it as well. You need to have all those Nugget package installed.
Okay.
So when you have one test, let's say login test, valid login, in your test explorer, it will show like 3 or 4, depending on the browser you have set it to. If you set it to browser of Chrome, Edge, Firefox, one test will now be splitted into 3. It's still the same one. No? So when you click on run, it will first of all go to Chrome. You will see it. When you finish on Chrome, it picks Microsoft Edge. And it might be failing on Microsoft Edge. Then you can now raise a bug and say that developer, this is happening on Edge, not on Chrome. And when you finish running on Edge, it picks Firefox again and run on Firefox.
So it can run simultaneously, not parallel.
But exactly. So one will be slow, which is Edge. One will be faster, which is Chrome. So that is why most companies, they use Chrome to run their automation because it's as fast as anything. Firefox is the slowest. You can run your test for 2-3 minutes and you are still there. Chrome are finished because you will see the runtime. Chrome might use maybe not up to 1 minute.
Milliseconds.
Exactly. Microsoft Edge might use maybe 1 minute, some seconds. Firefox might be taking forever and you're still there. You're like, what is happening? Firefox, finish this test now. So, and it will give you the time. You can say 3 minutes. So you cannot, that is why we tester, we like to use our Chrome. We like to use Chrome to run our test because it's kind of faster. But you cannot say that in a company where you work, where you have to test on all the browser. You have to wait until you finish. So yeah. So now we've done the part. We've done the part of the Nugget package. Now what we now need to do is that we have everything here, but we need to push everything we have done here inside our repository. Now, Adetunji, if you
I need to add a base, the base, the file for the hooks.
Okay,
base
if
test.
you want to do that, is fine. Let's do everything at once here. If you want to do it, it's fine as well. Copy from the one you have before and paste it here.
Yeah. Okay, let me first copy.
Try to open another Visual Studio. Don't override this one. You might not see it, you might see it. Try to like right-click on your Visual Studio icon in your taskbar. If you right-click, you now say open, so that it opens a fresh one for you where you can copy whatever you want to copy from. If you right-click on it, your icon, your taskbar, the Visual Studio there, and click open. Yeah, now click open. Click the Visual Studio 2019. Click on Visual Studio so it opens a new one for you.
Okay, 2019.
Yeah, click on it here. Can you see? That means now you now have two.
Okay.
And 2019 and 2022, I don't see any difference because there are lots of updates that they've done on 2022 now, which is better than when it first started. So open the one that you have before, which is Rich Homes Automation. Yes. So that we can copy whatever you have here inside the new one. And now put it in the repository. Now you want to copy your base test, yeah? Copy it, Control A. Since you are there.
Yeah. It's not ready.
Okay. Okay,
ready.
Okay, click on it here. Control A. So the only thing we will copy here is your base test. Every other one, you can do that one later.
Control C.
You can PR it here to your team because that has to do with your work item.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's create a class called base test.
Item, then
Yeah.
class.
You need to select spec flow. For hooks, you need to select spec flow. Don't make that mistake. for hooks, you must select spec flow and you search for spec flow.hooks binding.
Yes.
You need to select your spec flow hooks, yes. So if you're creating a best test, this is the process. Don't just create it as a class. If you create it as a class, it's fine. If you know how to set everything to the template you wanted, it's fine. You can do that. Yeah. But when you select the hooks binding, you have it like this. It means that you selected the right template. So now we want to override whatever is here. And we can also do that when we create a class as well. Sorry. So you Control A, Control A, Control A, Control A, Control V. Yes. Now, let's save it, save your work. Now clean and build your solution so that we don't have any error.
Oh no, I have to stop sharing because I've moved my icon, the menu to the top of the
What menu?
Zoom menu. I
You
move it to
can
the
clean
top of
and build from the solution. Your
Okay.
solution, yeah, that's where you can clean. You can do it from there or you can do it at the top. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please.
clean solution, yeah. Don't stop sharing, no.
Okay.
Even Ben is here learning Visual Studio. Ben is on fire.
Ben is a tester.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's done now.
Okay,
Build
now it's
once.
done. Okay, now you can see that at the bottom, it's saying hard to source control, meaning
Yes.
that we don't have our repository is not connected to it, but we want to do that one right now. So now, you know that the part of your project, you already know that is under repos. Now go to your file explorer now. Now, go to the location where you have your project, not here. Let's go to your repos.
Yeah.
No. You know when you're setting your project, it's under users. Did you see the part when you are creating your project? You know, me, I can see it. I don't know if you observe. When you are creating a project, you need to know the part. Where was the part? Where is the part? Show us the part. Your Visual Studio, you can know. Go back to Visual Studio. How do you know? The easy way to know, go back to Visual Studio, the one we are working on. Now, go to the solution.
No, this is not the one we are working on.
Okay, close the one we are not working on so that we will not copy the wrong thing. Close the one that we are not working on. Close this particular one because this one have terms and conditions .feature. Close it.
Okay, let me close this.
Yeah, we don't need this one again.
Okay.
Now, this is the one. Go to the solution. If you hover on the solution, wait, let's see. Sometimes you can see the part from here, but click on it, right click, right click, right click. Now you want to go to the part, very easy. Just open folder in File Explorer. Go down, open folder, it takes you there where I asked you to go to, exactly. So this is your part, the one at the bottom, the one at the top. If you click on it, click on it so that everybody see the part at the top, at the top, at the top. Click outside, don't click the option. Now click there. That is your part.
Okay.
So the part is, we go to your C drive, we go to users, we go to Add2, from Add2, we go to source, from source, we go to repos, then we can now get your project. So this is it. So what we want to do here is to copy everything from here and put in the right place. So Control A. No, you need to come out of the part. You need to come outside and you want to copy everything here.
Okay.
If you right click, or how do you copy everything here? Control A, Control control cut, control.
Control A, Control C.
Control C.
Control A, Control
No,
C.
let's cut it. We want to move everything here.
Control X.
Exactly, Control X. Or you can right click if you cannot remember the control.
Okay,
right
Control.
Okay,
Control
right.
X.
Are you sure you've Control X?
I Control X now.
Okay, now
That be
let's
S.
go to not X. X for Xmas.
Okay.
Okay, or you can right click to be sure. Right click. Now let's use control. If you show more option, it will show you the go to show more option.
Can use the scissors.
No.
Okay, you are trying to cut. Control X.
Yeah, cut. Just click on the cut. Yeah, so that we are not copy. Cut.
Up.
Cut. Don't copy. You just copy now. Control A again. No, you want to copy everything.
That's the scissors there.
Control
Now,
A.
right? Yeah, and right click and cut. Now show more. Okay, cut here. Click on it here. Now let's go back to our C drive from here. Click on Ajayi, Adetunji Ajayi. If I'm you, I'll just click on Adetunji.
This one at the top.
Yeah, click on it. It will reduce the path for me. Now, if you click on the forward arrow before Adetunji, the arrow before, you should see your C drive, I believe. Click on it. Now, if you see this PC, this PC.
This PC, yes.
Yeah, click on it. From this PC, now click on Windows C, the window SSD to take us to C drive. We just want to go to where where our local blah 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 is before our repository is. Click on it. Click. Now we have reach homes here, which is the one that you did. Please try to delete it so that you don't push that work inside your new repo. Although
I should delete this one.
No, don't delete it. Don't delete it. You will delete it later after you've moved your terms and conditions from your Visual Studio.
Yes.
And if you move your terms and conditions to your new one, delete it because
yeah,
if you want to, or rename it to something else so that it's not confusing. Now,
when I move it, I'll delete it.
Okay. Now open where we have our Git repository. Double click on the folder. Now double click on that one, on the folder here. Now paste what you've copied. Control V. Control V. Now go to your command, your git bash. Now, we just added something here.
Yes.
Git add. Space add. I think full stop is at the end. Dot. Full stop. Yeah, press enter. Now we need to commit. Git add is not a git command. See, he's saying that is not a command. Can somebody tell us what to put?
Git. Let me get
Yeah.
You should not put it dot.
When we want to add something. Call a friend.
Adetunji remove that
without the dot.
Okay, without the dot. Okay.
Git space add.
Yeah. Press enter.
Enter.
Not a Git
I said
repository.
it before, Shegun.
Okay. Okay, listen to Afsat. Afsat is saying it. Okay.
No, I just said that one.
Okay. Now, Oya QA is Git.
Adebisi.
Adebisi is not here.
Olabisi.
In the other room.
Oh, is that
because he's saying that you should see Git help. So he's saying the add full stop is not a Git command. See Git blah 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 help.
Adetunji, in that case, Git space -- help will give you all those
okay,
codes.
-- help, yes. It will tell you what to put. Help. Don't worry. Press enter. No, don't add your own now. Yeah, press enter. Now from here, let's see. So from here, we can see what to have. If you want to, if you scroll up, Detunji, scroll up. Use your keyboard. I said keyboard, your laptop, upper arrow, yes. When we want to add, let's see what to put.
Add file, add
file content in the, what command are we going to use? We should see the command. If you scroll down, use your keyboard. I said keyboard. Oh, your laptop, forward arrow, backward arrow.
not working.
Press enter. Is that the command to add?
No, I want to go back to it. Add.
We should all know the command to add, the QAs. What is the command to add?
It says add. No, it's right there up there.
It's just add. It's not say anything in front of it. Just add.
Try this. Git space add space dot. Let's see.
Okay, space dot. Yes. Okay, put space in before the dot. Let's see. Dot. Press enter. Olusegun, are you saying the right thing or you are guessing?
Fatter, not.
We need to get the git command for add. Oh.
Why am I not saying the right?
Changes no stage for QAs. When we want to add, git add again to add. Maybe just put git space add no full stop or something like that. Yeah, because I'm trying to check. We fail with a list of ignore files reached by directory. I'm used to ignore.
Sorry, Bimbola, what command do you want to do?
We want to add, we just added something there now.
It says git, then add command followed by the directory name. Directory name.
Okay, close. You know what? Close your git bash. That will be fine. Close your git bash now. Let's open it again. Maybe that is what we are missing. Close your git bash. Press the X. Close it completely. Press the X.
Visual Studio menu is blocking it. I can't see it.
Visual Studio menu.
Yeah, because I move it to the top.
Don't move it to the top next time. Move it to the center where you will not, where something will not be blocking it.
Yeah.
Now you can click on the Visual Studio in your taskbar so that you can close Visual Studio itself. If it's blocking it, go to your taskbar, click on Visual Studio so that you override what you have.
No, it's not Visual Studio that is blocking. It's Zoom.
Okay, try to look for a space there to drag it.
I think you can also use git. Try git add then a space and comma or something like that.
No, I've never seen space and comma before.
I think now we've given the right command. Yes, it's just that I don't know what is happening to the git bash.
Yeah, the thing is that no, we can close the git bash and open it again and try it again. Yes.
All right, press enter. Good.
Now don't leave where you are. Right click from here now. Right click and open the git bash again. Because by now we should now have the reach homes UI, blah, blah, blah with it. Yes. So this is what we are missing before. We are missing the last part of the part. Can you see? We are missing it. I think Absat was right. We are missing the last part. So what we just need to do is to close it and open it again. Now try git. Now try git space add and the dot now.
No space, just dot immediately.
Dot. That is how is it that dot or without dots? Let's see. There's no harm in trying. It's not going. Yeah, press enter.
Or use asterisk instead of the dots. Asterisk.
Without dots.
Okay, without dot. Try it
Use
without dot.
asterisk.
Press enter. Okay, good. It's now working for us now. Now we need to commit. Wait, nothing specified. That's fine. We need to commit what we have done. Git. We need to commit what we have done. Nothing specified, nothing added. Git commit here. Yeah.
Git commit. Enter.
I think no.
No space dash M. M for mango. Yeah. Enter.
Yeah. No, Adetunji. Git commit. When you commit something, you need to put a message there. You need to put a message. This is my first commit.
Git commit
space
dash M, then the inverted comma. Just write a message in between those. No. Dash M. The inverted commas, then just write something like a sentence.
Okay, inverted comma.
Or the quote.
Yeah, it's quote now. Or you want the double quote?
Yeah, you can make it double quote.
Keyways. Don't just watch us. Keyways. We should know all these commands. Chika, when we are committing.
Is it okay?
I've just seen the Git ad now. What is suggesting to me is Git space hard space full stop. So let us put that. Git, that is what I can see online. It says Git space hard space full stop. It says
it's also telling us
you have to put the commit message after the Git
M. Git commit M. Error switch M require
commit,
a value.
like he wrote it. Okay.
He's saying requires a value.
So did you say you want to?
Don't you have to use double quotes?
Keyways, what should Adetunji use? Single or double quote?
It's single that is showing the top.
It's double
quote.
Error switch M.
It's showing double quotes for me.
Double quote.
Okay.
Double quote.
Okay.
Don't let us write double quote. And so that Bimbola.
Yes, sir.
Before he commit,
you have to put the M in uppercase as well, although it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. No. Because that is what it will show in the repository. That's what you've just committed. Okay, press enter if we are done. Good. You're doing well, Adetunji.
Okay.
Well. So now we are done. Now Git space push. Please, Keyways, write all these things down. Write it down.
Huh?
In case Mr. Deji asks you.
Can I talk?
We want to push now. Press enter. Well done, Adetunji. That is exactly what your team is trying to do. So we have resolved the issue. Now let's go back to the repository. You can minimize this one, or you can close it.
1 second. Let me save the screenshot.
Hey, Adetunji, sharp.
My Oga. I'm learning every day.
You know, because you are the one sharing screen, you can still minimize it. You are the one sharing screen now. It's still on your laptop now.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I know.
That would not see that.
Okay.
Want to buy. What is my use?
Elvis, please mute.
Okay. So where should I go, please?
Now we will want to launch our Visual Studio from here. So if you close it and don't close Visual Studio, close it, yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know if you save whatever you did before, but it's fine. Now let's go back.
Then he asked me to save, then I save again.
Okay, that's fine. Now let us open. If you go to Azure DevOps now, let's start with Azure. You will see everything ready inside Azure. Just refresh. Refresh. You will see that everything is there now. It's now left for everybody. No, you need to refresh. Nothing is here. Okay. Let us go back to your file explorer. Let's go back to your file explorer. Close this one. Close the other one as well. Close it. Close anyone that is open and let us open it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let us open it again. Now go to the C drive. Yeah. Reach home. Yeah. Double click on it. Double click on it. Yeah, everything is here. Now launch your Visual Studio from here. Go to the solution. Double click. You just need to double click. Yeah. Okay. Let it finish.
It's
okay.
ready.
It's ready. It looks like it's added because our reach homes, you can see that's reach home.
Yes.
Yeah. If you expand it. Yeah. Can you see Git ignore is there? So why is it not in Visual Studio? Because that is our repository. That is coming from our repo, Git ignore and the readme. Okay, but now what we can do, I don't know why you are not, okay, maybe I should go to tester 4 and check myself. Is anybody on tester 4 to check, apart from Adetunji, to see if anything have changed? Or maybe Adetunji is not seeing the latest change. Let me, okay, I think I am on tester 4.
Let me minimize this and relog in.
No, I think, okay. I can't see it either. Okay. Now let's go back to Visual Studio. I don't know why you are not seeing it. Yeah. Let's go back to Visual Studio. Maybe we need to push this particular work. I don't know. So we need to try that option now. Try to do something here. Try to create another folder. Call it utility. Okay. Yeah, call it utility. Okay, save it. Save it. Okay, now if you click on the pencil, the 6 in the pencil, click on it. That's our Git. So this representative, blah, blah, blah. Now connect. Click on connect. Let's connect it to Azure. Click connect. Click connect. Connect. Connect.
I can't see the connect.
It's highlighted in the text. The text
Connect.
after the Azure DevOps. You have to read the message.
Okay.
Yeah, click on connect. Yeah, let's see. Tester 4. Okay. Re-enter credential. Re-enter the credential. Yep. Okay, put the right password.
Let me look for the password.
Normally, when we are doing all the stuff we are doing, it should have prompted a message to enter our password and our username and password. I did not see it. So maybe
When I wanted to
script.
launch the Visual Studio from my file explorer, it's supposed to prompt password.
Okay. Yeah, we can still correct it from here. Yeah. Yeah, you see, attempt to communicate with Azure DevOps failed because a token could not be retrieved, which is our credential. So you need to put the password. The reason is because of security that Microsoft have done to say that you even have access to that repository that you want to clone or you want to push anything to. Yeah, let's click sign in. No server, add an existing. Yeah, add an existing Azure. Click on the add. Now, copy your URL. Go back to Azure DevOps, where we have our repo, and copy the URL. Click on the clone.
Where is my Azure?
Our tester 4. I think you have it open before.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
mistakenly
close
closed
it?
one of the browser the other time. I don't know.
No. Try to open it again. No, you could have leave it open.
Yeah.
There are so many Azure there. Click on one. There are so many Azure.
Yeah, but the problem is I move my.
Move your Zoom, this thing, move it
Yeah, I
somewhere.
can't move it anymore.
Okay.
Because I'm sharing. If I'm not sharing, I could easily move it, but I couldn't move it anymore.
But next time, try to be on a page that is not full with so many tabs. Then you will be able to navigate around easily. At the moment, you have so many tabs, even one of it, 3 of it have Azure, but you can't even use it.
Because I can't see what is under the menu bar.
Oh, okay.
What happened again?
No worry, keep going.
Go back home.
Maybe I should copy it and send it to the chat. Maybe you can copy it from the chat then, because I have it open. I have it open. I can copy it and send it to you.
Unless I stop sharing.
No, you don't need to stop sharing. I'll send it to the chat. I'll send you the URL in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, let me paste it in the chat. So you just copy it. There's the chat. Okay, I'll send it. So please copy it in the Zoom chat. Go to Zoom chat and copy it. I hope it's the right one, Sha, because we created 2. The one we created before from scratch was automation UI, right? Read Homes automation UI. Can you see your chat? If you, okay, now paste it there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, enter the server URL. Add. Click add. Okay. And to access an Azure account, log in using the picker above. Okay, what picker above? Click on that one. Let's see the drop-down option. Now select tester 4, yeah. Tester 4, yeah. Or click on the refresh. Let's see. No server found. Had an existing Azure server or create. No, we already have a server.
Yes.
Click on the drop-down for the server, yeah. Can you click on that one?
It's not clicking. But I click the other time. What happened to it?
Okay, let's see. From your menu, do you see anything that has to do with had a repository? Let's close this one. From the menu at the top, let's see if you have anything that has to do with repository. Let's say project. If I go to Git,
Project Git.
local
Let me view.
Clone repository, clone. Go to Git and click on clone. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Clone.
Repository.
Yeah. Yeah. Now paste the URL here. I don't know. Okay.
That's the
Because we
part it
already
is.
have the Git and everything here. Now go to the 3 dots and select the part that we have. Because let's go to the C drive. We already have our repository is showing something is there now.
Yeah. This is the part that we're
Yeah,
using.
double click on it. Let's see. Double click on that one. Double click on it. Can we see Git ignore here? There's nothing like Git ignore here. Can you see?
No.
It doesn't show that we have something is here. Our repository is not here.
So where
you know, before we can see our Git ignore and everything. It looks like nothing is here.
But it's showing on the Visual Studio that I have it.
Yeah, that is what I'm confused about now. If you go back one step, yeah, go back again. Yeah, let's see your Rich Homes automation project and let's see what's inside. Maybe we make a mistake. Nothing is here. No, this is your project that is there. Okay, now let's create a new repo. Let's create a new repo. Let's create a new repo then.
I hope we didn't copy.
Okay, now let's create a new folder.
New folder.
Or you can leave it like, yes, call it Rich Homes UI. You can change it later. Okay. If you double click on it, now select the folder, select the folder, select folder, select folder, select. Yeah. Now clone. Clone. Click clone. Okay. Expand whatever is there. Let's see what it's saying.
Switch between solution and available view using the button in the above toolbar.
Okay, let's go to the part. Let's go to where we have our repo now. Let's go to where we have our repo.
On the file explorer.
The new folder. The file explorer, yeah. No, this is not the, no, go to the new one that you've created, yeah. The new one, not this one, not this one. Yeah, Rich Homes UI. If you double click on it, that is our repo. Can you see? If you double click on the VS, let's see what's inside the VS. Double click on that one, let's see what is there. Okay, nothing is there. So just go back. Because what you wanted to do is to bring, we still need to bring this project inside. We need to bring everything we have on Visual Studio inside this one so that we'll be able to see it. And we still need to do the git add to add it. I think maybe he has not added whatever we have done. We've not had, I don't know what is happening, but we need to bring everything we have in Visual Studio inside this particular, yeah.
Sorry, my guy. I think before we did the what's it called, git push, there's every tendency that we've not successfully added
exactly
Git, because it was giving us a hint.
Git add, yeah.
It was giving us a hint about git add space dot that we did not perform before we
did not perform. Exactly. We can now do it again. So wait,
what should I do now?
Okay, wait, I'm coming. I want to open one of my projects and see.
Seconds. I want to use toilet. 1 second.
Inside our video.
Why we are recording? See this man.
Yeah, this is where it should be.
Should I pause the video or?
Yeah, yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, now right click from here.
From .vx.
No, move away from .vs. Move away completely from any of the three.
Okay.
Any of the three. Now, any of the three. Now right click and git bash. And we put git status.
Git bash, yeah.
Yep. Yep, git status. Press enter. Yep, your branch is up to date with origin main, which is good. Now we want to put our project, we want to put everything. So what you did before, Control A and Control cut, you will now do it again. So if you minimize this one, minimize it. Minimize, just minus.
Yeah.
Click you need to move this, your Zoom thing.
I said I'll stop sharing this thing. If I don't stop, there's no way I can minimize it.
Okay, stop sharing and minimize. Okay. Okay, share again because it's a Zoom icon. I don't think it will. Is it better now?
It's still something.
No, you need to look for a space there. Close, be on a so that we will not see everything you have been doing so far in our recording. Yeah, you can minimize that one. Minimize, don't close. Don't just minimize it. Minimize, don't maximize. Minimize. Minus. Or now try to open it. Oh, it's still the same. Oh, sorry. Maximize then. Launch it back. I thought you bring out something from it. Okay, let's go back to our file explorer and copy our project, our Visual Studio.
I'm on File Explorer now, so let me go back.
Right click. Okay. Let's go back to where we have the read homes. Double click on that one. Double click on that one. That one has got Visual Studio and the git ignore itself. I don't know if it's needed because I don't want the git ignore to be too.
This is git ignore. Let's
use the previous one. Let's use the previous one, the one that does not have utility. If you go back, you know we have two now.
Yes.
No, I think we still have to use it because we cut it. Sorry.
This one is one new one.
No, let's use the reach home. You know, we cut it from wherever it was before.
Yeah,
so
we have.
it again.
Okay. So
No,
we
we
will
want
cut.
to paste whatever we have on that one inside this one. They need
Okay.
to be together.
Okay.
Yeah. Go to yeah. Yep. Control A.
Well, it's gonna copy git ignore and git readme.
Yeah, let's see if that will not cause an issue. Let's see.
If we copy it, can we go and delete those two?
Yeah, it can be. I think it can be deleted. Yes. Yeah.
What?
Yep. Now go back to your C drive and paste it there. This time we will do git status so that we will see what status we announced. Because the last time we did not put anything like git status at
Go to
all.
C drive again.
No. You're
Oh,
already in the C drive. Read homes. Yeah, that is the new part now. Now
okay.
Control V. Control V.
Replace file. Skip file. Replace the files in this destination.
Yes, please.
Just
The reason why he's saying that because he's saying read me, everything we have, just replace. Yes. Can you see we don't have to read me anymore and ignore? Did you get it?
Yes.
We can't have to read me to git ignore. That's why he's saying we already have.
Yes, I got it.
Did you get me?
Yes.
Now let's go to our open git bash from here. Let's open git bash. Right click and open another git bash so that we don't have issue with this git bash. Git bash. And this time we will put git status. Let's see. Git status. Git status. Press enter and let's see what status we have. Yes, this is what we should see before, but we did not see it. So I think the mistake we made before was that we
showed this for us when we get the code right the other time. Because I have
no. I think what we missed before was to type git status. Then it now tell us to hide the files.
Okay.
You get it? Now we can now hide the files, which is saying use git add. Now git space add without the full stop. I think this is what we missed before. We did not put git status. We just went to git add.
Okay.
And it was not saying what are we hiding? What are we hiding? But we cannot interpret that message.
Git
press
add.
enter. Press enter, yeah. Git, nothing specified. Maybe what command is git add again? Guys, let's use the right command. What is git? Is it git space add Olusegun?
Git space hard space that what's it called dot.
Path.
Let's see.
You put the path.
Okay.
Which part?
The path of the repository. That's what we did the other time.
Okay. Okay, let's try this
Part
one
of
first.
the file.
Now put the path.
That we
Press
wanted
enter.
to, yeah.
Let me go back and copy the part again.
Enter first. If there's any error, it will tell us. Then we can now go back. Now it's adding it. Can you see?
Okay.
It has added it. It's fine.
Okay.
Did you see? We didn't see any error.
Yes.
Yeah.
Git.
Now git commit. What we did before.
Has he added it?
Hey, but there wasn't any error. Can you see? Or Adetunji, did you press enter?
If you didn't press enter, the next one will not show up.
He has added it and there wasn't any error.
It's added it.
Yes. Yes. Space dash M. Who is making noise?
Dignity Studio Radio.
Who is watching radio or listening to radio?
Company.
Okay, yes. Now let us put my first commit or anything. So we missed that git status. Please take note. If you are doing it on your own, put git status to see what we have added.
Enter.
Yes, please. Now, good. It's looking good now. Now we need to push it. We have created, it's just like you create a, you want to create a pull request. This is similar to pull request that we do. It's either you use git bash or you just do git push. Is this the command for git push? I might have forgotten, guys. But I think it's git space push. Press enter. It should show us that, yes, 100% is pushing it. Wait until it finish. Okay, git status. Now let's do git status now to check the status. It looks like everything is done.
Sorry, Bimbola, I was gonna ask, can you use source 3 instead in Azure DevOps, or is it just for Bitbucket?
No,
Your branch
Bitbucket,
is up
we
to
are
date.
talking about mobile testing.
Sorry?
What do you mean by Bitbucket?
I mean the source tree, like
Source tree is another thing.
Okay, you can use it in Azure DevOps.
You can use it. You can use it in Azure DevOps.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Because I feel like that one is a bit
different from this one.
Yeah, but okay. It's just I feel like it was easier.
Okay. Oh, why did you not talk since?
Sorry, I was in the
used
kitchen.
that source tree that is easier.
You
Everybody
spend
will
more
now
time
say
in the kitchen than on the platform.
no, I don't think you are done. It looks like everything is done.
And they will not give you
So let's go and check our Azure DevOps now. Everything should be there. If it's not there, the person that says source tree should not get ready. Let's check our Azure DevOps, our tester 4. Yeah. Let us pray it's there so that we are not going to resolve into using source tree. Okay, click here. Yep.
Sorry, guys, I need to drop off. Please send the video recordings. Bye-bye.
You pay.
You already put it on the
You
chat.
pay.
You don't need to say it again.
Have to start collecting.
When did you start learning QA now?
I reserve my comment.
Mr. Ben.
Then QA. As our possible.
So now let's go and check our repository. We should have everything now. Before Mr. Deji sack me. So let's go to repos. You can expand your screen now. Yeah. Expand, maximize.
This Zoom today, I don't know what is wrong with me and Zoom.
Okay, we can manage it.
You've offended Zoom.
Where is it again?
Okay, go to repos. Yeah. Just double click on repos. That's it. Double click. Good. Fantastic. Well done.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Done. This is what
I tidy up which one should I delete on my file explorer now?
Okay, go to your file. Don't delete anything on your file explorer. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Because what you have on your file explorer is your terms and conditions.
Yes.
And you want to copy what you have there because you are finished working on it, isn't it? Have you done the step definition?
I've done everything on that one just to run it.
Okay, we can, if people on the call have the time, we can do that one and push it so that you can push the work and they can see how it's pushed. Now you need to close this one, close your Visual Studio from here. When let's say at work, you've done everything like this, you need to open your Visual Studio from your file explorer. If you go back to the file explorer, everything is done, everything is here now, which is good. Other tester needs to clone now. You need to send a message in the group that they should clone. Now double click now.
But here it's supposed to ask for code.
No, you already put the code now. You already put the code in the Visual Studio.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is it, is loading. So what we will do, you will now create a branch so that because you don't want to work on master or the main branch.
Okay, so how do I create branch, please?
Okay, we will go to the one at the bottom to create it now. You either do it from Azure DevOps or you do it from Visual Studio.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it from Azure DevOps If you do it from Azure DevOps, you can create all the branch for all the testers in your team. You just tell them that they need to locate for their branch when they clone. So when they clone, they will now see their branches, they just select it. But
Okay,
or
let's
you can
first do
also,
this. Let's
Let
do it
them
here,
create
then
it
we
by
go to Visual
themselves.
Studio,
Oh.
so Azure DevOps.
okay. If you click on the main, yeah. Now, from here, type the name of your branch. Call it Adetunji branch. Type it there, yes. Adetunji branch.
Space.
Sometimes it doesn't allow space. Sometimes it allows space. Visual Studio can be funny at times. With branch, I think you can have space or without space. But let's leave it like this. Now, click on the new branch. No, click on the button new branch. Click on it now. Now, he's saying that Adetunji branch will be on master because if you now check out master, you will now be on Adetunji branch. Now, create. Click on create. He's going to check out your master branch and you will now be on Adetunji's branch. Please always look at the pop-up. Can you see the pop-up?
So it's based on main and not master.
No, currently, I think it's supposed to be master, but now I don't know what Azure DevOps. Currently, what we have on Azure DevOps is saying main, so we just have to maintain it like that. Let's say you are saying master now, then we can say master, but both is the same.
Now
Did
it
you
has
get it?
changed here now. It's showing my name as the branch now.
Yeah, because you check out the master, which is the main, you are now on your local. So at the moment, anything you do here will not show in Azure DevOps. So what we want to do now is to transfer whatever work you have, whether it's passing or it's failing, you can fix it later. We want to commit whatever you have in your old Visual, I said your other Visual Studio that is open, and we want to transfer it here. Now open your other Visual Studio. I hope you have not closed it. Try to do it, like I said, right click on the icon. No, don't close this one. You don't want to be switching from. No, no, right click on the icon in your task bar. Now open it there. If you know the name of the project, open it there. If you know it, but if you don't know it, open fresh Visual Studio.
Home project, then read Home's project solution.
No. Let's open a fresh Visual Studio because yeah, for the people that are on the call, yeah. Click on it so that we open it.
But I was gonna ask, like you named the branch on his name at work. Do you do that?
No, at work we use our user story to create our branch because after we push our work and we complete it, we have to delete it. You will see that functionality delete when Adetunji do the work now. I will show you. So anytime, yeah.
Why do you have to delete it?
Because you don't want to have too many names on the. We have like 1 million work item. You don't want to have all the work item on because I need to work on another user story. If I'm working on login user story, I need to say login. I put the user story number. Azure DevOps will give you a number. All the user story that the BAs are working on, once they create a user story, automatically they get a number attached to that user story. So when I'm creating a login, I will say at work, I will say feature/US, which is the user story. If my user story number is 1002, I'll put 1002. If my user story is about login, I'll put space login. So that if I commit my work, everybody will know that I'm working on login. So by the time I complete it, I need to delete it because I also have another user story for password. I also have another user story for registration. I'm just using it for an example. I have lots of user story. I have one for contacts. So because of here, we don't create our branches based on user story. So Adetunji can decide to maintain Adetunji branch. So what he will now do when he creates a pull request is not to delete that branch. I will show you. Now, Adetunji, open the visual the project that you have your terms and conditions. You know the name you gave to it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's Reach Home Solution. It looks like Reach Home Project. So Reach Home Project is our own is your
Yes.
group project. So maybe it's reach home space automation. Double click on reach home space automation. Yeah, it looks like this one. This is where you have your terms and conditions. How I could spot that is the space that you put in between, because I did not put space in between mine. So that is how I could easily spot it. So when you are putting the name of your project, don't put space, okay?
Okay.
Now, what we want to do here is that Adetunji have worked on it. Let's say Adetunji now work on a work item now. Adetunji want to copy whatever work he has done on this one, on the new one, and now push it for all the keywords to see. That is exactly what we want to use like 5-10 minutes to do. Okay, now Adetunji, go to your feature file, terms and condition. Double click on the feature file. Control A, Control C, Control C. Control A, Control C. Control C. Now, let's go to the other Visual Studio where everybody will be working on. The other one. Now, create a feature file. Right click, still right click, add new item. Now, you already know it's terms and condition. Spec flow, select spec flow is feature file, spec flow. Select the first one, which is spec flow, feature file. Yes, now type terms and condition. Remove everything. By default, it will add the .feature for you because you selected spec flow and you selected the right template. So by default, it will add it for you. Terms and condition. Okay. So for me, I will not call it terms and condition. You know why? I'll call it footer. Because in your footer for read homes, that is where you have terms and condition, you have privacy policy, and you have what will I say? You have
Frequently
FAQ.
asked question.
Exactly. So if I'm working at work, I will call it footer feature. So that everybody that is working on the footer will put all their work here. Did you get it? So
Yes.
if BC is working on privacy policy, she have to put a scenario inside the footer, so that even if Mr. DJ is looking at it, they will know that, okay, let's see your footer. Oh, you have privacy because you have everything in your footer. So we will name it based on the. So let us rename it. Don't worry about whatever you have. We will correct it. Rename it to footer so that everybody puts all their footer work item inside footer feature file. Just rename, yeah. Change it because you don't want to have terms and condition, privacy policy. You can give it one name. Yeah, footer. No. Now press enter.
So Abimbola said they will put all the features under the same.
Exactly, all their scenario in the feature file for footer. Because at work, you don't want to keep having different feature file. It will be too messy. You will be too messy.
I
Because
get it.
in my own work, you need to see. There are some, because the reason why I know this is when I start working, I now begin to see how we can maintain our feature file. If not, like he's doing, somebody that is doing privacy will now create another feature file, privacy policy. What is inside? Just one scenario. All the rest of the thing there is a waste because we can't put anything there again. Did you get it? If anybody is working on FAQ, they will create another feature file, FAQ. What is there? Just one content. I don't know if Olusegun or anybody is getting me. Just one
Yeah, I
scenario.
understand.
I
Just
got it,
one
but
yes.
scenario. So instead of having one scenario and lots of feature file, no, to me, I will tell you, if I'm the one reviewing your code, I will tell you to create one feature file and put all the scenario there so that we can tidy up the framework.
I think that
okay,
was
you
the
put
similar
all the
things.
scenarios there. Okay, that's what I
If
wanted to
not,
ask.
you will
Like,
just have
you put
lots of
each
feature
scenario-
file, and you'll be
I
like,
think
why are you having lots of feature file when you can tidy up this? because
I think
you know why I said it? They will be reusing their work. What will they be reusing? Terms and conditions will be reusing the same giving. I went to give and I scroll down to footer and I click.
I think
And I
Avocad
click,
have similar
yeah,
scenario in the
exactly,
last
because we are going to be reusing, we have similar steps that is binding us together. So when we have similar step that is binding us together, we can as well have one feature file that we can have it. Then you can now use a background, because you will now be giving, your giving can be the only background, which is fine, but something is binding us together, which is footer. And I scroll down to footer, it's binding us together because that is where all our hyperlink for the privacy policy is. Did you get it?
Yes.
Now, let's Control V.
We are learning.
I'm also learning too. Now, change your feature name to footer. The one at the top, line 1. Line 1 to footer. The reason why we change it, because we already renamed. It is only feature file that will not change when you rename it. If you notice, when you rename feature file, it will not change. If you rename step definition, it will give a pop-up and say that should we rename the name, because it's a class. It is only feature file. I don't know of hooks, but every other class will give you a pop-up and say you've made a change. You need to click OK so that the changes will change anywhere it's being used. Did you get it? So it's not binding, it's fine. Go to your other work, go and copy it. Don't worry if it's not binding, don't worry. Go to your other work. Now go to the step definition from here. Now double click, Control A, Control C. Now let's create our class. This time around, we will now use class for our step definition. Go to where you have steps, folder structure for steps. Something is not looking right to me. Delete your calculator feature. The feature, delete it. You can delete it. Right click and delete. Delete. Yeah, it's not needed. Yeah, delete it. Yeah. Now let's go to steps and delete the calculator steps as well. You don't need it. Yeah. Now let us right click on the steps now. Right click. Add class. Go to class. Now put in that class, just put footer steps. Because every other thing is now a class. It will be a .cs. You know the reason why I said we should use the shortcut? Because when we are creating step definition, we don't need to select spec flow. We just need to select class. It's the same thing that we are doing in the shortcut here. But if you are
steps.
Yes, steps. You need to put steps there so that everybody knows is your step definition. Because it's a class, automatically it will not add your steps for you. You will be the one to type it. Did you get? Just like page object, you'll be the one to type that page object text. Okay. So now click add here. So it's there. Now Control V, Control A first. Control A, Control V. Now it's going to throw an error because our name that we copied there is terms and condition. Let's just go to the top, scroll to the top, and don't worry about the page object. Change the step definition to footer steps. Yeah, change it. Don't worry, we will correct that one in the page object here because that will be the next one you will copy now. Okay. In your page object here, you will still throw error. Don't worry. You know where you have the page object? If I'm you, wait, Adetunji, I will do some shortcuts here. What did I want to do? I want to rename my page object here to footer page because I know that that is the next thing I want to do now. So now try to rename line 14. Line 14, Adetunji. Change it to footer page. Don't change everything. We already have a page. Just remove the terms and conditions to footer page. Rename it to footer. Footer. Now rename the other one to lowercase footer. Don't remove the underscore.
Okay.
Because you've done the right thing. We are just renaming it. Footer. Now rename the other one to footer. Now we've renamed it to footer. Okay, now what we want to do here is that we can use control find. The reason why I want to tell you the control find is that if you scroll down, Adetunji, we can use find and replace, sorry. You can see that we have terms and conditions,
Yes.
blah, 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 but you
Yes.
don't want to, you don't want it. You
Yes.
want to easily change everything at once. So
Yes.
what you need to do, copy that one, copy line 25, just copy underscore terms and condition, yes, page and page. Just copy it up to the, yeah, up to E. Now Control F, Control F, Control F. You see the Control F is for,
Yes.
you can use it for find and replace.
Okay.
Click on the A. I can't see your screen very well.
E.
I don't know if everybody can see it. You know where you have the AA? AA, Control F, where
At the
you
top
just Control
right,
F.
G is at the top right.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, go
AA.
up top, not next to where it says when scroll down to the footer page at the top, and then below, below.
This place.
Where you have the AA. Now paste whatever you have there. Paste what you copy. Paste it first.
I don't get what you said.
Okay, no, maybe we do this session another day. You know what? Copy your underscore footer page and replace it one by one. Since it's not much, we will do this one another day. Because coding for kids, we use this Zoom. And Mr. Deji can jump on the call and ask us to end it.
See.
So replace it with whatever you have there. Yeah, replace. I just want to show us how we can use find and replace. But it's fine, we can do it another day. Just override whatever you have there. Override it. Yeah. If we still throw red, that's fine. What did you copy? Scroll down to footer page. Why did you have dot scroll down to footer page? But anyway, you will fix it. You know what you did. It's fine. It's fine. Do the same for line 31. No, nothing happened. It's just the name. Nothing happened. You are doing it right. It's just that I'm saying too long text, which you can make short. Scroll down to footer page. I don't think you want to scroll down to footer page as your method, because whatever you have there, it looks like a method that you called. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you use scroll down to footer page, you are still right. I will not say you are wrong. I'm just saying that
mistake. It's repetition. It shouldn't be like this.
Okay, you will.
When I click on terms and condition, when I scroll down, yeah. When I click on terms and condition.
Yeah, there must be a method that you've. Okay, don't worry. Just replace this one. We are almost done. Let's be fast. Coding for kids is 5 o'clock. Oh. Okay, now it's fine like this. You can see the error reduces, but we still have error, which is the page object that is not existing at all. So we don't have any page objects class. That is why you will see that error, because we need to call it. Now let's create a page object. It's a class as well. So you can right click Add class. Class is still a class here. Now page object, footer page object. Remove everything. Remove everything. Footer page object, no space. Objects, you can put your S. Yes, now add. So now we have a page object which is called footer page object. So let's go back to our step definition. Let's see. So here, what is missing here is just the object. Now replace it with objects. Replace line 14 with objects.
Line
Or
14.
copy whatever you have in your page object. You know you have the tab open. Go to the first tab. First tab is at the top. No. Don't go to what you have. Go to the first tab. Yeah. Copy the name. Copy everything. Copy the footer. Copy the footer and add public to the class. Control copy. Yeah, Control C. Now add public. No. Add public is not complete. Public class. Add public. Line 7. Add public. Yeah. Public. Lowercase. Space. Yes, that's fine. It's fine. Now let's go to our step definition. Replace line 14, where you have the footer page. Replace it with the new name. Replace the first one. Highlight it. Now, Control V is fine. Replace the second one and just change the first letter to lowercase.
Okay.
Don't replace it from the underscore to move away from, no. You are not going to right click here. Like you will Control V, yeah. Now paste. Don't worry if you lose the underscore, you will add it again. Now remove that, change change it to lowercase. Now replace the other one here to the new name. Now, yeah. Yeah, you are doing well. Now call your page object now because it's unused. Call it now. Use the IntelliSense now. Click on the yellow thing and call it. Now call it here because you now have it so that it will show that it's used now. Now, what you have at the top, you've called it delete the unused page object. Delete line 3. Line 3 is complaining because our page object now have S. So remove it because we are not using it. You can click on the option and remove it. Click on no, don't right click, no. Because I want you to, because sometimes you might do demo, you don't want to be right clicking every time. Now, since you click on it, there should be something like the bulb that was showing to you before, or press your laptop, click on that one. Yes, exactly. Remove. Yes, exactly. Remove. Can you see automatically remove? Save. Try to save your work so that if you're in Nigeria and NEPA just take the lights, you don't want to lose everything that you've been working on since morning. And yeah, so now it's fine. The reason why it's complaining about the other one is because we don't have any method existing in our page object and we don't have any element. Now let's go back to your work. And let's go to the page object there. Let's control A, Control C. So when you now finish, you can now delete it in your file explorer. Yes. Now, page object, is this your page object? Scroll up. So you only have one element, it's fine. Control A. Copy. Okay. I will not say Control A. Let's just copy from line public web driver. Let's copy from where you have line 12. Is it line 12? The public iWeb driver. Yes, exactly. Copy it. Continue up to line 40. Line 40. Line 40. Because you are still inside the class. Yes. Copy it. Have you copied?
Yes.
Now let's go to our work. Now go to your page object from here. Now press enter where you have the colibri, line 8. Press enter. Now paste whatever you copy. Now you have 7 error is fine. 7 error, you need to first of all call the JavaScript that you are using, which is you start from the base test.
Yes.
You start from the iWeb driver. Let's start from the iWeb driver to use the Selenium.support or Selenium web driver or something like that. No. Adetunji, go back up. Go back up. Let's start from line 10. Put your cursor or your mouse. Let's call our using whether Selenium.support or OpenKeyway.selenium. Yeah. Now we have that one sorted. Can you see that the error is reduced to 2? The other one is our step definition. We need to correct it.
Okay,
That is not correct it to what am I saying? Adetunji, you are moving your mouse too much.
Okay,
stay
I
on the
think you
page.
said I should go to step definition.
No. I mean, we need to correct it here. Our page object here, line 13, correct it to footer page object. Copy what you have on line 8. Line 8, footer page object, replace it with what you have in 13. Did you get it?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's replace it. Then we will now call our hooks in line 15. Yeah, replace it. Yeah, something is missing. Remove the last E. Remove the last E. Now we need our class here, our hook. Now hover on top of the base test and call our using dots base test, blah, blah, blah. Yes, hooks, yeah. Call it, and that should end it. Yeah. So now save it so that we don't lose any work. Now go to your step definition and see if there's any error, anything that is not binding.
Yeah, there should be error because there is repetition there. I need to fix that one.
Okay. Now, first of all, what is the error that I'm seeing here is just the page object that is missing. That is not about the repetition. Did you get it? Yeah. Our underscore footer page is underscore footer page object, not footer page. So copy line 13, underscore footer page object. Yes. Copy yes. Now replace it with what you have. Did you get it? So your error will be gone. It's not about repetition. I don't think so. Now paste it. The error will be gone. Yeah. Do the same for the next line. Yeah. Do the same. Okay. Yeah. Do the same for the last one. So we are not going to run any tests here. The reason is because when it starts failing, that means we now start inspecting and time is going because of the Zoom. So, but for everybody that is on the call, we will just assume that this is our test that we are working on. So now let us bring our test explorer now so that everybody see that our spec flow is working, because you need to see your one test that you have. Now go to view and click on test explorer so that we know that our spec flow is working now. So here you will not see anything until you clean and build. Now clean and build. Okay, it's there. Expand it. So our spec flow is working. Expand it. You just try to expand the test. Stretch it. You know where you have the test. Stretch it so that everybody can see what is inside. Yeah, try to stretch it. Yes, stretch it. Exactly. Stretch it more. If you can, yeah. So what we need to do is to clean and build now. Clean and build. Just clean and build. Clean and build. You can do it at the top or you can do it from there. but your Zoom might be disturbing. Go to
Yeah.
build. Go to build at the top. In your menu at the top, can you click on build in your menu at the top? Keep moving, keep moving, keep
I can't
moving.
see it.
Ah, you can't see it. Okay, let's
It's
use your
blocking it.
solution. Okay, let's use solution to clean and build then. Now clean here and we build. Yeah. Can you see that it changes now?
Yes.
You know
Changes
that
to
before it
footer.
was showing calculator, yes.
Yes.
So what you need to do, sometimes you might think, oh, you are making mistake, but what you just need to do is just to clean and build, and that's it. And that will solve the solution and the doubt that you are having. So we will assume that your test is passing. Don't run it, you will fix it yourself.
Yeah, I'll fix
So
it.
we will assume that your test is passing. So what we will want to do is that now, let's say Afsat is working on their own framework now. Afsat is on our branch. She now wants to push the work to the master branch, which is the main. That is exactly what we want to do now. You have worked on terms and condition. You've your automation task for the sprint is coming. You know that it's coming for next sprint. Now
Yes.
that it's coming for next sprint, what you just do is to run this one, make sure it's passing. And when
Yes.
you know that it's passing, you can now do what we want to do right now. We want to push this work. We want to push it to Azure. At the moment, it's not in Azure, it's on our local, which is our LOCAK. It's not in the remote branch, which is where we
Yes.
have the Azure. We now want to push it. Now, go to the pencil, click on the pencil. You see, it says you have 8 changes. 8 changes means that whatever we have been doing since morning, that is what you will see here. So now it shows 8 changes. Now inside, close the banner. You don't need to connect anymore. Just close the banner. Yeah. Now, I think it's the way normally you should see everything that is, scroll down using the vertical scroll bar. Yes. Those are the changes that we've done. Maybe you need to stretch. Yes, use that one. Yeah. One of the changes is that we deleted calculator feature. Can you see that it's deleted? It shows there.
Yes.
Now, another one is that we added feature file. If you scroll down more, another one is that we had page object. That is it. Another one is that we added step, deleted, calculated. So everything we've done is this one. Now, we now want to push it. Let's go up, use the horizontal, the next one, the next horizontal. No. Yes, scroll up, use it to scroll up so that we see that box. Inside this box, you need to put a message for the person that is going to review your code. Now put a message, you can say hard test terms and condition. Or you can just put hard test for now. Hard test, you can put space, it's fine. No, hard, H-A-D-D.
Okay.
Yeah, hard test. At work, you can also put something like this to say that you've just added a new test. Yes. Now, you now go to where you have the commit all. Don't commit all, just click on the drop-down option.
Commit all.
Under, move your mouse under. Now,
Okay.
click on, yes. Click on it. Now, here is where you now make the decision. The stash all at the bottom, meaning that you want to stash everything you are doing. But we don't have the time now. I could have said we should test it, but there's no time because Mr. Deji will use this for coding for kids. The stash all, meaning that everything you are doing so far on your local, oh, you don't like it, you want to start again, you can stash it. It doesn't affect OUBC's work. It doesn't affect any tester's work that is in the master. It's still on your local device. You can stash all, meaning that you cannot even trace it. And you can stash all and keep stage, meaning that you can stash it and still look for it again and still find it again and stage it back.
Okay.
That would be another thing. But what we want to do now is commit all and sync or commit all and push. It's the same thing. Okay. If you commit all and sync or commit all and push, you will see where you have the 0 at the bottom, where you have the blue banner, You will see that when you have the pencil 8 changes, before you see it, you see 0 there. When you commit all and push, automatically it will say 1, which is what we want to do now. So commit all and push. Click commit all and push. Can you see 1 there? Can you see that you see 1
Yes,
automatically?
1, yes.
Now
Yes,
click
yes,
on the
yes.
1 pencil. Click on the 1. Okay, it has pushed. I think this one
It
has
has
pushed.
pushed. It's
It's
not there
fine.
anymore. Yeah.
It's fine. It's not there anymore. So you
Yes.
should see 0, 0 when you commit all and push.
Yeah,
But
0.
let's say, for
It's showing
instance,
0 now.
yes, when you say commit all and sync, maybe that one will still be there, waiting for you to now push. So if you do the same thing, you are still doing the same thing, just like you are taking a step. One is a step higher, one is a step that you have to count before you now click push. What we need to do now, what you have pushed is not in the master branch. Don't push like this and say, oh, after go and fetch, I've pushed. No, you need to go back to tester 4 and complete it. Now go to tester 4. You will see it hanging. Go to tester 4. Now, can you still expand? No, we will not be doing this shortcut to try to expand so that everybody can see because it's recorded, or try to draw it. Yeah, if that is the best way so that everybody can see it proper.
Yeah.
Now draw it from there if you cannot expand. Better. Refresh. You need to refresh so that you can see your work that you just push. You will see it hanging now. Can you see? What you have done in Visual Studio is to say that the work you have done on your own branch, you want to push it to the remote. Yeah, but once you push it here, everybody can now see it. Anybody that clone your framework, BC will see it, Rita will see it. Now, you need to create a pull request. It's compulsory that you create a pull request. It is mandatory that you create a pull request. At work, you need to still create a pull request. Now, click on the create a pull request button. It will show this for you. The reason why it show this for you is for you to be able to pick who will review your code, or for you to add additional things that you did not add. The first one is the title, which says add test. Description. If you have more description, let's say for example, add test.
Condition.
Yes, now complete it there. Add test, complete it. Times and add test, which is terms and condition. You can put spaces. It takes anything. Terms and condition mean that it is a description of whatever you have done. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one, you've done it. The next one is the reviewer, which is what we do at work, what you will do at work. If you are using Azure, not Jira, you need to select who will review. Because tester 4, we don't have Scrum Master. So you cannot pick anybody. You will be the one to complete your code, but you need to complete it based on you are honest about your work, that everything is fine. You cannot tag me because I'm not added to the organization. We don't have Scrum Master that have added all the people's names. The only time you can do this is if you are using tester at Giftreach. You know, tester at Giftreach, all our name is added. Yes. So if you tag me, you will see me. But if you tag me here, you will not see me. The only person you see is tester 4 because no names have been added on this board. Did you get it now?
Yes.
But in a real life scenario, you will see names. So, you know, they will not be using separate board. You know, we are using separate board because of how we are managing our work in the advance. So that we won't say this in interview. It's not a separate board. It's because Mr. Deji created this one for us for automation. But at work, everything will be together, just like the interns are doing right now. Chika, I think you also have the same. During your internship, everything is together. You can see your test plan, you can see everything is in one place. But in advance, when he started, this is how he started. And we have to carry on like that. But in interview, you just have to know what we say. So you will not be able to tag everybody. Just go to reviewer and put tester. You will see that tester 4 will show. Just type tester. Can you see? That is the only person that can review for you. So just select it. So it means that maybe at work and you have a test lead, you need to tag somebody to review your code. So when you tag tester 4, automatically, if you tag me, I will get an email. If somebody tag you, you will get an email saying that somebody have created a pull request that needs you to review. Now the work item, click on it. Click on the in the field. You cannot see any work item here. Like I said, Scrum Master is not here. This is not our main board. Our main board where your work item is tester at gift rate.
Ticket number.
So,
ticket number.
no. It will not show. It will not show. Nothing is here.
Okay.
Because in this organization, Rich Homes, there is no work item. Did you get it?
Yes.
Our board is blank. Our Spring board is blank. Everywhere is blank. The only place that is not blank is our repo.
Okay.
Did you get it now?
Yes.
So that is why you cannot see any work item. But at work, please tag your work item because everything you will see it. So we will omit that and we will click on create. So at work, you click on the button create. So when you click on create, it will show like this, meaning that it's waiting for the person that you tag. Where did you see conflict?
No merge conflict.
Yeah, no merge conflict. You will see it. And if there is a conflict, you will also see it as well.
Okay.
At work, you will see a lot of conflict. Let's say, for example, BC push work to the master and it has been reviewed. You that you are working, you need to fetch before you push your work after BC, because you need to fetch whatever BC have done and fetch it on your own branch so that you can see BC's work. So when you fetch it on your own branch, any work you do, you can push it successfully. But if you decided to ignore whatever BC have pushed to the master, or you did not even fetch anything that is existing in the master, once you push like this, you will see conflict. What the conflict means that you need to take whatever is coming from master inside your branch. So what you will now do, you will now go, it's very easy, it's not hard. So you will now be able to fix it from there, but I cannot do that now because there's nothing like that. So now, whoever is reviewing your code, what they will do is that they will come here. If you click on files, everything we've done is there. This is it. The person will see that you've deleted a calculator feature. Let's say I'm the one revealing now. What I will do is, first of all, I will open that files. I will see whatever you have done. Only your work will show. BC work will not show in your feature file. BC feature file will not show, but BC test inside your feature file will show because there's nowhere it will hide it. But BC feature file, let's say BC feature file is about contact, will not show because you did not touch anything inside that feature file.
Okay.
The only one that will show on your left is whatever you worked on, which is the feature file for footer. So I will now go on it. I will see whatever you deleted. I say, oh, you deleted calculator, good. Then I will click on the footer feature file. If you click on it, it will be like a, click on it. You know where you have the deleted calculator feature? You can see the deleted now.
Feature.
Yeah, the deleted, yeah. Click on the next one. Click on the next one. That is what is deleted. Now click on the next one. Click on the next one under, no. Maybe I'm not saying, yes, exactly. Okay. Click on it. Yes, that is what I want to see. What did you write? How did you write your giving when then? Okay, giving, blah, and I went. If there's anything that I need to correct here, please expect it from whoever is revealing your code at work. They might put a comment here. So you will just read your comment and fix your code. What you will do is that go back to your branch. Don't switch to master. Go back to your branch. Fix whatever the person have corrected. Now push it the same way I've done before. The person will get a message and the person will now come back to your code. Or you can send a message and say, Richard, I've updated my test. Can you please go and check? So the person will come and anything you've updated, the person will see it that you've corrected your mistake. So we will assume that.
I'm so sorry to cut you short. Will the
No
comment
problem.
come in form of email or how
it will come in email as an email? Yes. You know, like when you join the team now, when the Scrum Master added it to the board, you get an email.
Yes.
When any work item is tagged to you, you get an email.
Yes.
Like I do get a lot of email. If I forget to create a tax and they create it for me, I'll just be seeing email, blah, 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 blah. Somebody have created a tax for me. Or if I assign my name to a user story in dev and I move it to dev done, if Adetunji is moving it from in dev done to in keyway, I will get an email that Adetunji have moved my work item and I've changed my name to his name. So it's more or less the same. You know, Azure will be sending you lots of emails. That is the same here as well. So I will now assume that Adetunji work is fine. So I am now the tester for which Adetunji will be representing as me. Now, Adetunji, what you will do is to approve. Click on approve. But before you click on the drop-down option so that everybody see.
So
Click
so
on
you
the,
don't run this
yep.
this new feature on your local machine and make sure that it pass. What if
Yeah, you have to make
connect
sure
it
it
to your
passes because you
master?
don't want it. If you have a pipeline, it will be failing.
Okay,
That is when you will see the X.
I
That
see.
it fail, yes. So it means that it's failing in the pipeline as well. Now, can
Okay.
you see the, yeah, in all the options, approve with suggestion, your team manager can decide to do that and raise a suggestion and say that, okay, I've approved this, but this is blah, 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 and put a comment. Wait for author. I can decide to do that functionality if I put a comment on your pull request. When I click on wait for auto, you cannot override my option. Whether you know, the reason is because some of us, we are 5 at work. If I assign Adetunji to approve my request, and Adetunji feel, okay, I now feel that Adetunji will take longer to approve it. I can decide to manipulate Azure and add Chika. So by the time I add Chika, it means that Chika can approve my work and I can complete it behind Adetunji. But once Adetunji click on wait for auto, Chika cannot approve it. Azure will hold on to that wait for auto and say that, no, you need to answer this person first. You cannot approve. That is how that one works. So rejected means your team leader rejected your work. So if you, I won't say you should click on it though. If anybody click on rejected, maybe you reject, the person rejected your work and saying that, no, this cannot be accepted. So that is what rejected mean. Reject mean. Now we want to approve. So click on approve. So that is how it will show that the person have approved. You will get an email that your line manager, Chika, have approved your work. So you are waiting for that green tick. So what you want to do right now is to now go to you will now come on the Azure DevOps. You come to this particular screen, click on where you have the button complete. Adetunji, button, you are still on the page. Don't navigate away. We are still here.
Yeah,
Now,
complete.
no, don't complete here. Click on the drop down. Now, the drop down here, you can use it. Let's say you create a pull request and decided that, no, I don't want everybody to see this. I want to delete it. I want to start all over again. This time is not about approve or no approve. That functionality is there for you to mark as draft. You can mark it as draft to say, no, I don't want anybody to approve this now. You can mark it as draft, or you can abandon. That is left to you. This button is for you. It's not for your line manager. Did you get it? The other button is for anybody that is reviewing your code. Did you see the difference in the two buttons? This particular button is for you. It's the decision you want to make. The other one, which has the approve button, is for your line manager to use. You cannot use it because you cannot approve your request yourself. Did you get the difference now? So now, Adetunji, click on complete. It will show you a banner to your left. This banner is the question that somebody asked me the other time and said that in my work, what do we use? This banner is now showing to me, did I want to delete the branch that I'm using, which is Adetunji branch? At work, it can check it for you. Just uncheck if you still want to use that branch again. But now, Adetunji want to maintain Adetunji branch forever. until he leaves Rich Homes project. So Adetunji will not check it. If Adetunji check it, it means that Adetunji will have to create a new branch from the beginning, just like we have done. But if he did not check it, Adetunji can keep using the branch over and over and over again. The only thing he just needs to do is just to publish it again. He will just say publish, or automatically in Visual Studio, you can continue using it. Did you get it? So
Yes.
now you just click on complete merge. That is just what you want to do, complete. And automatically you will see a green button where you have the active, it will change to complete now. Can you
Yes,
see?
that's
The
changed.
active
Yes.
now says complete. So it means that this Adetunji work is now in the repo. So congratulations. Now let's go to our repo to confirm if your terms and condition is there. So just click on repos here, click on repos there. Now, it will show that somebody just pushed. Can you see your name there, Adetunji, 16 minutes ago? Now, if you expand the feature on your left, expand the feature, you will see your work there. Expand it. Yeah, expand. Your work is there. Can you see?
Yes.
So this is exactly what you are seeing in other people's team. Let's say Afsat, you join My Bill Africa and you are seeing all of this. This is exactly what Chris have done, or all the rest of the testers have done. Chika, if you are in mental skill and you see something like this, this is exactly what they have done. Exactly what I've done is what they have done. So it means that your work is now in the master branch. So now, if you go back to your Visual Studio now, if you go back to your Visual Studio, now you are still on your master. If you clean and build, go to solution, You don't need this kit anymore. Just go to Solution Explorer. Yep. Now clean and build. And build. Build, yeah. Okay. The reason why I said you should clean and build is that if you have any error, automatically you will see it on the screen. So let's say BC have done a work now. BC have pushed our privacy policy. Adetunji, what you need to do, if BC said she have completed her privacy policy and she have pushed it, Adetunji, what you need to do, you see the zero, the one that is facing up, the arrow that is facing up at the bottom, where near the pencil. Yeah, no, move towards your left, the last one. Yes, click on it. That is where you want to fetch all the, click on it. Now, you need to fetch whatever is in the master to your local, because any work that BC will push, you will not automatically see it in your local. But if you switch your brand to master, you will see that you will not be like, this work is on the, it's in the master. Why is it not in my own work? What you need to do is just to fetch. Now click on fetch, meaning that you are fetching whatever is coming from the master branch or the main branch. When it's done, click on it again and click on pull. Pull. You are pulling everything in the main. You will see a pop-up. So it means that this one we just test it. It's not like it's going to work because BC or all the testers have not pushed. So that is everything that you guys need to do in your team.
How do we add them as a branch on the Azure board?
Okay,
The other
we have only
QS.
8 minutes. So now let's go to the Azure.
Abimbola,
Yes,
I'm so
yes,
sorry.
ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
have to get off the computer now. I need to go to the
Yeah,
bank.
you can stop the recording.
Okay,
because
thank you.
we are almost done, because Mr. Deji will use this Zoom for coding for kids.
Thank you.
So,
So
Abimbola, when do we do mine?